Hi, it's Dr. Spears from drpremed.com, and this message is for the parents of pre-med students who want to get their kids into medical school. And so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that process and just overall the big picture, kind of alleviate some fears and concerns that you have. And I know as a parent, one of the biggest things that you want in life is for your child to be successful, for their child to be happy, to be financially independent. And so as a parent, one of the things that you think or you consider the best way for that to happen is kind of guiding your kid through the process. You got him into college, and now it's like, okay, what can we do next for my child, my son or my daughter? And one of the things is thinking about a career in medicine. That's great, that's excellent, and as a doctor myself, I would highly encourage it as well. And then I know as a parent, you also look back and you say, how good of a parent was I? And one of the ways that you figure out how good of a parent you were is what your child does in life. And going into medicine is a noble, prestigious field that your child's going to be basically set for life. You know that. They're not going to have to worry about anything. They're always going to have a job. And so that's excellent. That's amazing. That's great. And it's going to put you at a lot of ease, and you're going to feel good about yourself that you did what you're supposed to do as a parent, that you raised this great child. They're outstanding. Now they're in medicine. They're on their way to becoming a doctor, and that just raises the status of the family. Maybe it's a first-time doctor in the family, or you come from a line of doctors, and they're just continuing in a family tradition, and everybody feels great and excellent about that. However, there's a problem. As a parent, you're not 100% familiar with the process of getting into medical school, and even if you are a physician parent yourself, you might have realized that a lot has changed from when you applied to medical school. The landscape has totally changed. It's extremely competitive, not like it was before, and it's just very confusing where there's a lot more, I don't want to say hoops and hurdles, but there's a lot more things that you have to check off to satisfactorily make yourself a competitive applicant for medical school. And unfortunately, what you might think or believe is that it just boils down to getting top grades in college. You know how that is. What did you get in your transcript? What did you get? What was your final grade in these classes? Make sure you have a strong competitive GPA. And then the big one, the medical college admission test. You want to do well in that. You want to score on one of the highest percentiles possible, because you know that MCAT's going to open up a lot of doors for medical school. And alternatively, if you don't do well on it, it can close, it can slam shut the door, and all those dreams, goals, wishes, and aspirations could just go right away, because the number one factor for getting into medical school is certainly your MCAT, but then there's another set of factors that need to be considered, which makes getting into medical school so hard, because you have all of these things that play, all these moving parts that need to come together seamlessly so that your child can get into medical school. And so I know you're thinking, Dr. Spears, this makes a lot of sense. I see where you're coming from. I look back on my career trajectory if I'm in medicine and what it took to get where I am. I know the landscape has totally changed. Or if you're a parent who isn't in medicine, isn't a physician, you're probably thinking, I've been online, it's really confusing. I've maybe spoken to a couple doctors or medical students, and everybody just tells me how hard it is to get into medical school, and maybe I feel a bit overwhelmed with the process, and I'm not sure what can I really do to help my son or daughter achieve their goal of getting into medical school so they become a doctor. What you want to do is you want to reach out to somebody who's an expert, who's intimately familiar with the medical school admissions process. And you don't want to think like, oh, I can just Google it and figure it out, or you have a relative who's a physician, you know somebody who's in medical school, because are they able to give you that one-on-one advice that you need, can really map out the entire process of getting into medical school. And you have to think about this. This is a statistic that might be shocking to you, but right now as it stands, over 60% of first-time applicants to medical school get rejected. Imagine that. You have better odds of calling heads or tails on a coin than you do of getting into medical school. And there's just so much at stake, so you don't want to leave anything to chance. You just got to think about what would it mean to you and your family, your son and daughter, if they got into medical school and were on their way to becoming a doctor. Now, Dr. Spears, and I have drpremed.com, and that's what I do. I help families, I help students, I help the parents, I help everybody who has an interest in this to help that applicant move to the top of the pile. I move you from a diamond in the rough pre-med to helping you become the must-admit medical school applicant, where your chances of getting into medical school are greatly, vastly improved by working with me, because I know how difficult it is. I know what's at stake, and I want the best for you, just like I know you want the best for your son or daughter. And I think you need to really consider, who can I work with, who can help me to get us where we need to be, and let everything happen. And if that's something that you think is of interest to you and your family, or you think would be beneficial, then you need to reach out to me, Jason at drpremed.com. Look forward to hearing from you. And if not, no shame, no worries. You need to do what you need to do, what's best for you. But I'm always here to help people. That's my goal, to help the students who really want to be a doctor, know what's in their heart, and just really want to make a difference in the world by joining a noble, prestigious field where you're going to be set for life, you're going to have a good income, you're always going to have a job. People are going to be very so satisfied and grateful for the work and help that you do for them. And I want that to happen to you. As I tell the pre-med students directly, I look forward to helping you achieve your white coat and stethoscope. Again, Dr. Spears with drpremed.com. Take care.